From ancient temples to modern covens, the power of magic has shaped our world for millennia. But as empires crumble and new faiths rise, what becomes of the old ways? Welcome, Reveries Arcane, to the Dark Primordial. I'm your host, Kent Schroer, and today we embark on a journey through time and space, exploring the enduring allure of magic and spirituality across the ages. From the sun-baked stones of Hecate's Temple in Turkey to the bustling witches' nights markets of New Jersey, we'll uncover the threads that connect our modern spiritual practices to those of our ancestors. We'll delve into the enigmatic marble sphere found at the foot of the Acropolis, a relic that challenges our understanding of ancient rituals. We'll witness the revival of traditional African spiritualities in the face of colonial legacies, and explore the profound cultural shifts that occurred as Rome's grip on Egypt began to loosen. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged and your imagination ignited. This is your Week in Witchcraft, the story of magic's journey through the ages and its unbreakable connection to the modern spirits of man.
Recent archaeological developments have brought to light two significant artifacts that offer profound insights into ancient Greek spirituality and its potential relevance to contemporary practices. The ongoing restoration of the Temple of Hecate in Lagina, Turkey, and the discovery of an enigmatic marble sphere near the Theater of Dionysus in Athens present a unique opportunity to examine the intersection of ancient rituals, astronomical knowledge, and spiritual beliefs. The Temple of Hecate, dating back approximately 3,000 years, is undergoing meticulous restoration, revealing intricate details about the worship of Hecate, the goddess associated with magic, crossroads, and liminal spaces. This sacred site not only provides valuable archaeological data, but also serves as a tangible link to ancient magical practices, potentially informing modern interpretations of pagan rituals. Concurrently, the unearthing of a marble sphere near the Theater of Dionysus has sparked considerable academic interest. This artifact, dated to the 2nd or 3rd century CE, bears complex iconography, including a depiction of Helios, the sun god, accompanied by various astronomical and potentially magical symbols. The sphere's location and late dating suggest a possible connection to the theater's conversion into a gladiatorial arena during the Roman period, raising intriguing questions about the evolution of spiritual practices in a changing socio-political landscape. The sphere's intricate carvings, featuring Helios with a whip and a triple torch scepter, along with canine figures possibly representing celestial bodies, indicate a sophisticated understanding of astrology and its integration into religious iconography. The presence of cryptic inscriptions and geometric patterns further suggests links to magical or ritualistic practices of the time. These discoveries provide a valuable opportunity for comparative analysis between the cults of Hecate and Helios, exploring themes of duality in ancient Greek spirituality. The Temple of Hecate, associated with the underworld and nocturnal practices, contrasts with the solar imagery of the Athenian sphere, potentially reflecting complementary aspects of Greek cosmology and theology. Furthermore, these artifacts offer a framework for examining the continuity and transformation of spiritual practices from antiquity to the present day. Modern practitioners of paganism and magic may find in these discoveries not only historical validation, but also inspiration for contemporary rituals and belief systems. In conclusion, the restoration of Hecate's temple and the discovery of the Athenian sphere represent significant contributions to our understanding of ancient Greek spirituality. They provide tangible evidence of the complex interplay between religion, astronomy, and magic in the ancient world, while simultaneously challenging researchers to consider the enduring influence of these practices on modern spiritual seekers. As excavations and studies continue, these artifacts promise to yield further insights into the rich tapestry of ancient Mediterranean spirituality and its ongoing relevance in the 21st century. In recent years, we've witnessed a remarkable resurgence of interest in spiritualism and magic. This renaissance is perhaps best exemplified by events like the Witches' Night Market in Toms River, New Jersey, a gathering that serves as a vibrant nexus for practitioners and enthusiasts of the mystical arts. These modern covens are not merely nostalgic recreations of the past, but dynamic spaces where ancient traditions meld with contemporary practices. At the Toms River event, visitors can explore a diverse array of offerings, from tarot readings and crystal healing to handcrafted magical tools and artisanal potions. This eclectic mix reflects the evolving nature of witchcraft and spiritualism in the 21st century. The Witches' Night Market is more than just a marketplace. It's a community hub that fosters connection and learning. Workshops and demonstrations allow both novices and experienced practitioners to expand their knowledge and skills. This emphasis on education and shared experience is crucial in preserving the rich history of magical traditions, while simultaneously pushing the boundaries of spiritual practice. But Toms River is far from alone in hosting such gatherings. Around the globe, similar markets serve as focal points for magical communities. In La Paz, Bolivia, the Witches' Market, known locally as El Mercado de las Brujas, has been a staple of the city's spiritual landscape for generations. Here, traditional Aymara witch doctors offer their services alongside vendors selling a wide range of mystical items. Mexico City's Sonora Market is another notable example. In its winding corridors, one can find everything from love potions to voodoo dolls, reflecting a unique blend of indigenous, African, and Catholic spiritual traditions. These markets serve as living museums, preserving ancient practices while adapting to the needs and interests of modern seekers. What sets events like the Witches' Night Market apart is their intentional effort to unify diverse magical traditions. In an age of global communication and cultural exchange, practitioners are increasingly drawing inspiration from a wide range of spiritual sources. These markets provide a physical space for this cross-pollination of ideas, allowing for the emergence of new syncretic forms of magic. The continued popularity of these events speaks to a deeper human need for connection, not just with each other, but with the mysteries of the universe. In a world often dominated by rationalism and technology, they offer a space to explore the ineffable and tap into the power of the unseen. As we look to the future, it's clear that the practice of magic and spiritualism will continue to evolve. Events like the Witches' Night Market play a crucial role in this evolution, providing a platform for innovation while honoring the wisdom of the past. They remind us that magic is not a static set of beliefs, but a living, breathing tradition that grows and changes with each generation of practitioners. In conclusion, these modern covens, whether in New Jersey, Bolivia, or Mexico City, serve as powerful examples of how ancient wisdom can be preserved and transformed for the modern age. They offer a glimpse into a future where magic remains a vital and relevant force, adapting to meet the spiritual needs of an ever-changing world. In recent years, a notable trend has emerged in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. A return to traditional spiritual practices, often labeled as paganism or witchcraft, by Christian and Islamic authorities. This phenomenon, while representing a reclamation of cultural heritage for some, has sparked intense debate and, in some cases, dangerous consequences for practitioners. A Catholic priest in Nigeria recently urged the Church to address the needs of youth who are returning to traditional African spiritual practices. This call highlights a complex intersection of cultural identity, religious freedom, and societal tensions that extend far beyond Nigeria's borders. The resurgence of traditional spirituality in Africa is not occurring in a vacuum. It's part of a global trend where indigenous and pre-Christian practices are being rediscovered and revalued. However, in many non-Western contexts, this revival faces significant challenges. Unlike in the West, where neo-paganism and witchcraft are often viewed as benign spiritual alternatives, practitioners in countries like Nigeria can face severe consequences, including social ostracism, legal persecution, and even violence. The stigmatization of traditional practices is deeply rooted in colonial history and the spread of monotheistic religions. In many African countries, accusations of witchcraft can lead to serious repercussions, including mob violence and extrajudicial actions, especially in rural areas. This stark reality underscores the need for a more nuanced understanding of spiritual diversity and the importance of protecting religious freedoms for all. It's crucial to recognize that the term paganism itself is problematic, often used as a catch-all for diverse indigenous spiritual traditions that may have little in common beyond their non-Abrahamic nature. This oversimplification can lead to further misunderstanding and prejudice. The situation in Nigeria exemplifies a broader global challenge: how to reconcile traditional spiritual practices with dominant religious and cultural norms. While some view the return to indigenous spirituality as a threat to social cohesion or religious orthodoxy, others see it as a vital reclamation of cultural identity and heritage. As we navigate these complex issues, it's essential to advocate for religious tolerance and understanding. This doesn't mean uncritically accepting all practices, especially those that may infringe on human rights. Rather, it calls for a thoughtful, nuanced approach that respects cultural diversity while upholding fundamental human dignities. As we move forward, the challenge lies in creating spaces where diverse spiritual traditions can coexist peacefully. As the 2nd century AD drew to a close, a significant shift began to unfold in the eastern reaches of the Roman Empire. Egypt, long considered the breadbasket of Rome and a jewel in its imperial crown, experienced a gradual but unmistakable withdrawal of Roman presence and influence. This development, recently brought to light by archaeologist Jennifer Cromwell's analysis of the Eastern Desert region, marks a pivotal moment in the history of both the Roman Empire and Egypt itself. The abandonment of Egypt by Roman forces was not a sudden event, but rather a process that unfolded over decades. This gradual withdrawal coincided with a period of immense challenges for the empire, including the devastating Antonine Plague, which ravaged populations from 165 to 180 AD. The confluence of these events created a perfect storm that would reshape the cultural and spiritual landscape of the Mediterranean and Middle East. The Roman retreat from Egypt had profound cultural implications. As Roman influence waned, there was a resurgence of traditional Egyptian practices and beliefs. The vacuum left by the Romans allowed for a revival of indigenous customs that had been suppressed or marginalized under imperial rule. This cultural renaissance was not limited to Egypt alone. It rippled across the region, influencing neighboring territories and trade partners. Simultaneously, the weakening of Roman control facilitated increased cultural exchange between Egypt and other parts of the Middle East. Ideas, beliefs, and practices flowed more freely, creating a melting pot of cultural influences that would shape the region for centuries to come. The spiritual landscape of Egypt and the surrounding regions was equally affected by the Roman withdrawal, as the official Roman state religion lost its grip. There was a flourishing of diverse spiritual practices. Traditional Egyptian cults, which had never fully disappeared, saw a resurgence in popularity. Simultaneously, mystery religions from the East gained traction, filling the spiritual void left by the retreating Romans. Perhaps most significantly, this period of flux created fertile ground for the spread of Christianity. The absence of a strong Roman presence meant less persecution for early Christian communities, allowing them to grow and establish themselves more firmly. This development would have far-reaching consequences, eventually leading to Egypt becoming a major center of Christian thought and monasticism. The Roman abandonment of Egypt occurred against a backdrop of wider instability across the empire. The Antonine Plague had decimated populations and disrupted economic systems. This, combined with increasing pressure on Rome's borders, created an atmosphere of uncertainty and fear. In this context, the withdrawal from Egypt can be seen as both a symptom and a cause of Rome's declining power. Culturally, it allowed for a unique blending of Egyptian, Hellenistic, and Middle Eastern influences that would define the region's identity. Spiritually, the period following Roman withdrawal was one of great dynamism. The interplay between traditional Egyptian beliefs, Eastern mystery cults, and the rising tide of Christianity created a rich tapestry of faith that would influence religious thought far beyond Egypt's borders. The story of Roman Egypt's twilight serves as a powerful reminder of the complex interplay between cultural identity and spiritual beliefs, and how shifts in the past can have dramatic consequences for future generations of spiritual seekers.
As we conclude our exploration of magic's evolution through time, we're left with a profound appreciation for the resilience and adaptability of human spirituality. From the temples of ancient gods to the digital covens of the 21st century, the search for meaning and connection continues to drive us forward. If you found this video enlightening, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might be interested in exploring the incredible beauty and nuance within the modern world of magic. Also, consider supporting the Dark Primordial by visiting our Etsy and Shopify stores. There you'll find a curated selection of handcrafted witchcraft and pagan accessories to enhance your own spiritual practice. From hand-poured candles to intricately painted talismans, each item is imbued with intention and power. Until next time, may you become one with your own abyss.